Any information which we can manipulate with belongs to informational base of vivaksy. It turns out that our biology is a liquid crystal. It is a set of various chemical elements, actually all the periodic table. If getting each lattice as the potential of application, then we should say it is lattice of each self-consciousness form, which structures our human lattice. If we get a lattice of each photon, if it's possible to speak of each photon in general, yet meaning the level of manipulation of fermion, quark, and other self-consciousness forms, and include it into structure of atomic self-consciousness form. Include atomic self-consciousness forms into structures of molecular self-consciousness forms. And unite molecular self-consciousness forms to our lattice. There appears what we can name the lattice of our configuration. Do the skill or the ability of access to some parts of this low-grade holographic lattice depend on focus dynamics? They do to the most extent. Because in the future teleportation is carried out by majority of population, only owing to that there won't be the imperceptible points of interrelations in our biological bodies which prevent teleportation to perform presently. Firstly, we construct other types of human PVK with those future thoughts and conceptions about the world around. Those PVK are more universal because we endow them and ourselves with more universal capabilities, peculiarities, and opportunities. Therefore, teleportation becomes possible. Secondly, at the present moment, many molecular structures break teleportation. They form focus dynamics at the level of Arglamuni and Iissiidiology, especially at the lowest depleativny, less qualitative levels of this Iissiidiology center's pair. They can't actively transform and perform their features as much as, let's say, form structures created with participation of Aiglilia and Arlactor. There are not only reproductive systems whose work is conditioned on Arglamuni and Inglimilisa. There are other biological systems hanging on presence of these centers. For example, structure of muscles of an Arglamuni Inglimilisa person is different from structure of muscles of an Arlactor Aiglilia person, for example, an Aasson person. If we represent vivaksy mostly, it seems to me that at the moments when the feelings of danger or of extraordinary situation is performed, we represent rather vitalitasy. Since the strong protoformal interrelations get involved there. You cannot be a vitalitas every moment. Since any information which you may manipulate belongs to the informational base of the given vivaksy. What do? You are not thinking at that moment that you jump over a wall like a kangaroo or a frog which jumps across a moat. So, does it appear unconsciously? Exactly unconsciously. I have told just right this. At that moment I realize myself as any protoform that is any vitalitas. No, you always remain a vivax, anytime. Whatever you do, you're a vivaks. Otherwise, you wouldn't focus in this form. The instinct of surviving this form in any circumstances is provided by Arglamurs of the 5th and 6th levels of Arglamuni Iissiidi, isn't it? These are proto-formal forma creators. How do they relate to this? Who generates the impetus for keeping a form safe? In other words, you relate it to focus dynamics. Then it is right principally. The highest Arglamurs and Inglimilians are responsible for the survival instinct.